This is Game Day Live Overtime, sponsored by Alexander's Steakhouse.
Hey, a warm summer-like night for some good football. Welcome to 30 minutes of high school football action. It's Game Day Live Overtime, and I'm Kurt Pegler.
And I'm Patrick Cunningham. Mid-Illini Conference play begins tonight, and we start with an intense rivalry. Washington and Metamora Panthers, they've won 7 of the last 8 matchups, and they had a 50-yard run on the first play of the game. But on the second, William Freeman fumbles. Samuel Barbanes recovers. Metamora in business, but they did have to punt. Only first quarter points came from a Devin Miller field goal from roughly 40 yards out. It's 3-0 Washington as we head into the second. But Freeman would redeem himself for that fumble. Here early second quarter, nice cut, looking for pay dirt. He's going to stretch out here for the score, and that's going to be worth a shimmy. It's 10-0. Redbirds looking for an answer. Stephen Petrie goes deep. He's going to be intercepted by Owen Klein for the Panthers. Student section absolutely loving this display from their team. Then Washington's Noah Garcia rolling out, says to Owen Klein, thanks for the pick. How about you finish it off? 30-yard throw and catch. Panthers get the win in shutout fashion, 24-0.
All right, perhaps the game of the night. Dunlap and Pekin, the Eagles trying to avenge their 1-point loss to the Dragons last year. Tie game at halftime at 14. Dunlap's first drive of the third quarter, Truman Tyra to Jack Steffen. He's going to reach out and make the play. And on the next play, Jaden Schmidt punches it in. And Dunlap's back in front, 14-7. This game went back and forth all night long. 4th and long for Pekin. It's Benassi connecting with Noah Perfetti. He's going to make the grab on the sidelines. That sets up Ty Jackson. He gets in, and this ties the game at 14. And guess what, folks? We're headed to overtime. Little razzle-dazzle trickery. Benassi throws it out wide. Ty Jackson gets it. He scores, but Pekin would miss the PAT. 27-21. Dunlap's turn. Jaden Schmidt. He gets a little push from Tyra for the extra point. It's good. Dunlap wins a thriller, 28-27. How about this wild game won by the Eagles on the road? Canton plays host to the undefeated Morton Potters, who on their first drive give the ball to junior Keenan Smith and watch him go to work. He's going to break one tackle here. He's going to break another tackle here, and he's gone. This is a 61-yard run to the end zone. It's a 6-0 lead for the Potters. Smith scores on Morton's second possession, and then on Morton's third, it's quarterback Isaac Davis zipping a ball to an open Owen Riker. 3 touchdowns in the opening quarter for Morton, and a victory for the Potters, 49-zip. They're now 3-0.
2-0 East Peoria travels to Limestone. Raiders are up 14-7 with 2 minutes left in the half. That is Normal Community Urbana. Here they come with the pick 6. Normal Community moves to 3-0 on the road. Let's see, do we have East Peoria Limestone? And here they are, East Peoria Limestone. They're up 14-7 here. 2 minutes left in the half. Dalton Oakman finds Logan Kirby, holds on to it for the first down. Very next play, Oakman finds Kim and Lee. He's not going to go down here. Forward progress gets him that first down. Let's move the chains and then cap it off the drive. Seconds left in the half. Oakman finds Lee again. Beautiful ball to the corner of the end zone for the score. East Peoria wins 35-7. Bloomington could move to 3-0 with a road win at Manual. Very first play from scrimmage goes to Kevion Chestnut. Breaking a tackle, but he loses the ball. Manual's going to fall on it, and they have some early momentum. Now, they did go 3 and out, though. But, of course, the Purple Raiders still have confidence in Freeman. He's going to have a pickup of 15 here to get inside the Rams' territory for a first down. Later, jet sweep to Jordan Norton. Look at this gap just open up for him. Squeezes right through. Purple Raiders win tonight 48-6.
All right, we showed you a sneak peek a moment ago. Jason Drangwitz and state-ranked Normal Community playing at Urbana. The Ironman defense doing its thing tonight. Kamarion Coleman, Owen Knox, Daniel Bolus in on that sack, and moments later, Jalen Smith with another interception. He returned one last week for a pick 6 against Normal West. He does it again tonight on the road. This one's going back to the house for a score. Luke Potts caught a touchdown pass last week. He threw a touchdown pass last week. He has an excellent punt return here. He's like a Swiss Army knife. He does everything for the Ironman. Lots of offense for Normal Community. They're 3-0 after a 55-7 win at Urbana.
It's neon night as Normal West hosts Danville in a Big 12 matchup. Early on in the game, the Wildcats would go from the Wildcat. Senior Malik Gibbons-Smith with the direct snap touchdown. Normal West going to work in their ground game here. Their offense wouldn't have to wait much longer for another trip to the end zone. Junior Cody Mulbauer shaking off defenders. First play of the drive, steamrolls his way for 6. Wildcats win 49-6.
Richwood's playing at home against Champaign Centennial. It's homecoming weekend for the Knights. Can they get a win? Well, they're looking to get some points on the board before halftime. This is junior Eli O'Donnell looking for an open night. He finds sophomore Liam Ratliff open on the outside for a nice game. And then it's going to be O'Donnell trying to find an open player, and he sees Dante Wallace-Altman, and he's going to make a nice catch for another nice game. Final play of the half. Throw it downfield. Can we get on the scoreboard? It's going to fall incomplete. Oh, we thought maybe the Knights would get on the board there, but they didn't, and they fall tonight 64-0. That's actually 46-0 was that final.
All right, wrapping up the Big 12, Pierre Notre Dame at Champaign Central. P&D on defense. Great read from Christian Johnson. He's going to pick it off here and refuses to be tackled there for a moment. Takes like half the team to bring him down. Then Benjamin Lutz, house call on this one, but it's called back. So guess what? No problem. He's going to do it again. This one does count. Irish were up big. It stays that way. They win 58-26.
U-High playing at Decatur MacArthur. First half highlights here. The handoff's going to go to Rhett Lynch. He's just that power back for the Pioneers. Big fella breaking tackles, working his way downfield. This is going to be a first down. And then why not just call his number? Make somebody tackle this guy. Pioneers have to punt it away. Sky-high punt. MacArthur's going to muff the return, and Braden Bosworth is going to fall on it for the Pioneers. Moments later, Griffin Meyer up the gut, touchdown U-High. Great game tonight, but they fall in overtime. Two tough losses now for the Pioneers. 28-27 the final. Small school games now, a solid contest in the heart of Illinois Conference.
El Paso Gridley and DMAC both coming in 2-0. DMAC starting on offense here, scrambling as the pocket collapses. EPG's Hayes Wells capitalizes. Strip sack on the quarterback recovered by Braden Gibson. Titans in business. And then their very first play, Aiden Adams has it, sprinting down the sideline, 60-yard touchdown for him. The Titans sending a big message early. And then the Titans defense gets in on it. Short pass picked off by Ryan Kerr. It's big fella tutty time. The defensive lineman off to the races. A pick six for the junior, his fourth career defensive touchdown. All El Paso Gridley tonight, 41-0.
Eureka and Farmington squaring off on blackout night in Farmington. Yeah, the Farmers wearing their black jerseys in the Farmers' first possession. Carson Noy tries to complete the pass on the sideline, but Eureka's Breck Thompson with an acrobatic interception. The Hornets have the ball early, but on fourth down, they're going for it. And quarterback Lincoln Knapp takes a big hit here from Farmington's Thomas Seaborn. So he's stopped. The Farmers get the ball back on downs. Opening play, second quarter, the Farmers are inside the 5, and Jack Gronwall's at quarterback. He's going to take it home for the first score of the night. It's 7-0 Farmington. Early in the third, it's 19-0 Farmington over Eureka, and Gronwall's at quarterback, and again he's running, and again he is scoring. This is a sensational 61-yard touchdown scamper. The Farmers are now 3-0 after an impressive 38-0 shutout of the Hornets.
2-0 Tri-Valley at home against Tuscola. Vikings hoping to keep the streak going. Warriors gave Tri-Valley a run for their money this game as Grayson Coughlin would get a hard-nosed run down the middle. Vikings would not come up with the touchdown on that drive, but would almost get the Tuscola runner Dylan Graves into his own end zone for 2. Trying to get something going, Titus Hornaday makes a big play, getting a 45-yard run to set up the Vikings. Despite their best efforts, Tri-Valley would fall just short tonight to the Warriors, 28-27.
Fieldcrest and Tremont both searching for win number 1 on the season. The Knights' opening drive, Cash Clenworth is going to roll out. He's going to find Zach Overrocker. This first down puts Fieldcrest inside the 10-yard line. And on the next play, it's Overrocker on the ground. He's going to find Paydirt. Fieldcrest has a 7-0 lead, but Tremont's next drive has Elijah Bohm getting the call. He gets to the outside. He sheds tacklers. He drags defenders into the end zone. Hey, the Turks are winners for the first time in better than 2 years. They win 42-14 over Fieldcrest.
Leroy on the road at Gibson City, Melvin Sibley. Second quarter, Leroy marches down the field and looking for the end zone there. He's going to find a keeper from Brett Helfrich, but the point after is blocked at 7-6 GCMS. Red zone drive now for them. He's the homecoming king. He's scoring a touchdown. Jacob Chase gets in the end zone, and Gibson Melvin Sibley, GCMS winners tonight, 21-12 Falcons over Panthers. 2-0
Central Catholic on the road to play at 2-0 Tolono Unity. This is always a big game. Valshawn Powell making plays on offense for the Saints. It's close here. The officials say he is in, and the Saints strike first. Later, he's going to keep it again. Why not? Get him in the end zone. Central Catholic has a 2-touchdown lead. Their defense did the rest. A stop on fourth down from Powell. Central Catholic is going to hang on and get a big road win, 34-27.
IVC at home against St. Joe Ogden. Early in the first quarter, senior Sam Griggs up the middle here for a first down as the Grey Ghosts, they're moving the ball here. Then Keegan Skoll with a QB run. Running out of bounds for another first down, bringing the Grey Ghosts closer to the goal line. And IVC with a pass from him to Griggs for a 25-yard score, making the score 14-7 at the end of the first. and St. Joe Ogden would pull away 51-16.
All right, Pontiac's on the road to play it. Paxton Buckley low to PBL. Third quarter highlights. Pontiac's trailing. Ben Melcher's going to punch it in from a couple of yards out to cut into the deficit. And then look at this play here from Zach Langer. Almost brought down, but he is still going all the way for a touchdown. However, PBL would pull away and beat the Indians in this one by a final of 48-22. But that was really a nice score for Pontiac. 2-0 Princeville playing host to Rushville Industry, unbeaten. This is a really good game. Third quarter, Princeville down 8. Quarterback Caden Sarnes looking for a receiver. No one's open. Why not keep it? Cut up field. Nice gain here. The Princes are moving the chains for a first down. Then they get inside the 10. Running back Oliver Melick up the middle. Look at this effort to fight and get into the end zone as he stretches. That's a touchdown. They're down 2. Why not go for 2? They're going to, and they're going to convert here. This game would go to double overtime, and Rushville Industry beats Princeville, handing the Princes their first loss, 40-34.
A look at the rest of the games from around the area. We'll start in the Heart of Illinois Conference. Ridgeview Lexington winning 43-7 over Fisher. How about this for efficiency? Zane Hoffman, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns on just 5 carries. What a night for him. Hayworth gets the win over Carlisle, 48-0. Over in the Lincoln Trail Prairie Land, Stark County 42-36 winners. Great game there between the Rebels and the Ducks. Elmwood Brimfield winning 43-6 on the road against Lewistown. Lastly, in the Sangamo, Olympia 60-20 winners over Pittsfield. Jimmy Lawler, 281 yards, 6 touchdowns on the night. What a great game. He's having another great senior year. He might cross 5,000 yards for his career. Brendan Hardiman added 221 yards and 3 more touchdowns as well. What a start for Olympia.
Mercy. We bring in our Game Day Live overtime correspondents up next to give us